The Architectural Review Board of the Town of Southampton will now come to order. Welcome to the July 18th, 2023 meeting. Ms. Doyle, the ARB attorney, would you read the legal regulations for holding this hybrid meeting?
Yes.
Thank you.
Good morning. In accordance with the Town Board's adoption of Local Law Number 14 of 2022, the Board's meetings are being held both in person here at Town Hall and via video conference through Zoom webinar. The link to participate in this meeting by Zoom can be found on the town's website at the Town Clerk's Agendas and Meetings portal. You can also watch the live stream video and submit written comments through the town website. For anyone attending via Zoom, if you do wish to speak during the meeting, please click the raise hand icon so our moderator can grant you access. If you're here in person, when your application is called, you can come up to the table. As a reminder, please state your name and hamlet of residence for the record.
Thank you, Ms. Doyle. Mr. Rump, the Vice Chair, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Okay.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Rump.
You're very welcome, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Mr. Jankowski, the Board Secretary, would you please call the roll and notify us if we have a quorum?
Mr. Tagliavia. Here. Ms. Keys.
Here.
Via Zoom. Mr. Burke.
Here.
Mr. Rump.
Yes.
Myself, Mr. Sherrier.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Did the board members that were present at the last meeting on June 20th, 2023 meeting review the minutes, and were there any errors or omissions?
Nothing that I saw, Mr.
Okay,
Chairman.
thank you. None? If there are none, do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the June 20th, 2023 minutes. All those in favor? Aye. Thank you. It's carried. Any old business to come before the board before we start on the agenda?
No.
None. Okay, thank you. All right, the first item on the agenda is a sign application, 56 Flying Point Road. Is the applicant here? And, what?
Chair?
You can, yeah, just.
Right here. And would you give?
My name is Casey O'Hara. I'm with Hospital for Special Surgery.
Oh, could you talk into the mic?
Sorry, okay.
Yeah.
My name is Casey O'Hara from the Hospital for Special Surgery, HSS, and 56 Flying Point Road in Watermill, New York is our location. You guys have paper copies, or would you like me to?
We have copies.
Copies
right
right there, and these are the, I believe these are the
These
samples.
physical
right?
samples, correct.
Yeah.
If we could go to the next page, really?
Speak a little louder, please.
Sure. If we could go to the next page, I just wanted to show the site plan. So in addition to myself being here, we also have Sarah Martin from GDS, who is our signage consultant, and we also have Glenn Weiss, who is our expediter, so Sarah can answer any sort of technical questions you might have on the signage. As a quick sort of overview, Montauk Highway is running east to west on the north side of the plan, and then Flying Point Road towards the west side of the plan. Where our entrance is actually where you see the 230/292 on the east side of the building. So we actually don't have any frontage that is visible from the road. So our signage application is sort of getting people around the building to where our front entrance is. And with our patient population, not everyone will be accustomed to the site the first time they come. So what we are looking to do is incorporate 4 signs. 2 of them we're going to have to go to the zoning board of approvals for because we're looking to have 2 signs on the same facade, 2 facades. But what we're looking to do is on the east facade where we have our main entrance, there's a series of gabled roofs. We're going to have a 30-inch by 30-inch sign over 2 of our gabled roofs that are above our space, and maybe we can jump to those. But it's essentially our HSS square monogram logo with our lettering on it. Yep, the bottom proposed, yep, perfect. So we have the 2 illuminated monograms, one in each gabled area, We have our main entrance to the left there, and then also the space to the right is our outpatient area. And then on the north facade of the building, which will be visible as patients drive in, we will have a smaller 14-inch by 14-inch illuminated sign that will be located on a soffit, so that anyone sort of driving in will have an unencumbered view of it. And then we'll have something lower on the 24-inch by 24-inch, again, just a monogram with more of a directionality wayfinding use, where it'll also have an arrow below our HSS letters. And again, the reason we're having both of them is one is low, but if a car is in front of it, our concern is obviously it won't allow for patients to get around the building as easily. And then the one that is higher there, which is illuminated, will be visible at all times. From an illumination standpoint, our site will be open till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, year-round. So in the darker months, we just want to make sure we have, again, proper wayfinding for our patients. And then we have Saturday hours as well. And then one non-illuminated sign lower on the wall.
Okay, fine. Mr. Rump is the lead on this, and would you review this and give the board your
Sure.
comments?
I just have a question for
Yeah.
Casey. Those are internally illuminated, I
That's correct.
assume,
That's
correct?
correct.
I haven't really read the actual details, but I would assume that.
That's correct.
Mr. Chairman, I really don't have any issues with this
Okay,
at all. It's a, I think it speaks to the code in terms of place and
Right.
finding place and things like that, so I have no issues.
okay. Now, you're saying we have 4 signs.
That's correct.
Yeah, unfortunately, it has to be individual.
Sorry, what do you?
But they're gonna be individual. These are, well, we reviewed 2, and we have to vote on 2.
Got it. Okay.
Now, these
Sorry.
are, you have to go to ZBA.
Correct.
Okay, we can give you an approval on the design of the sign,
Right.
but we cannot allow you to do it. We could do it on one,
Yep.
but that's, the other ones, you'll have to go to ZBA.
Understood. And to clarify, so what we're looking to do sort of day one for, before we go to the ZBA is, we would like the sign on the east facade that is above our doors.
Mhm.
That is the one we would like without going to the zoning board. And then the 14-inch by 14-inch sign on the north facade. And then we'll go to ZBA for that second HSS logo towards the right of this plan, and the smaller, or the lower HSS on the north side of the plan.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right, I'll,
Again, I don't think that, from the design standpoint, actually, I think I'm glad you came here first, so you can go to the ZBA with that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we'll get into some issues when they go to the ZBA first, and we don't like the sign.
Got it, okay.
Yeah.
So,
okay,
thanks for coming here first. So
Right.
Of course.
I have no issues with any of
all
the
right.
design of the signs.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rump. Mr. Burke, comments?
No, I agree with you.
Okay, Mr. Jankowski, comments?
No issues, and no issues with the ones that you're going to for ZBA as well.
Okay, Mr. Tagliavia?
No issues, just when you do come back for approval after the ZBA, just make sure you have the elevations of both north signs as well included.
Sure, will do.
Okay, and Ms. Keys, comments?
No issues. No issues with the sign.
Okay, fine, and I don't have any issues with it. And what we're going to do is now, we're gonna vote on the sign you can put up right away then.
Okay, perfect.
All right, do I hear a motion to approve what would that be, the east,
facade.
the east facade sign?
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you. Do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded to approve the east facade sign in the gable. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Could we look at the other signs now?
Which one? There was
The one on the
by then.
front?
The north side,
Yeah.
that'll
By then,
face.
okay.
Okay, Mr. Rump, would you comment on those?
I don't have any issues with that, the design of the signs, or the size, or anything else.
Okay, these are both the same?
This is a 14-inch by 14-inch, so it's small.
Yeah, they're small.
Yeah,
But in terms of its materiality and illumination, it's
It's
the
the
same.
same.
okay. Isn't there another sign after this, or?
There's a smaller sign that will not be illuminated. If you go to 5NA, it is the
Over
smaller
here.
sign to the right that's located on the facade.
On the facade.
Right
At
here.
window
Yeah.
level, yeah.
Okay,
That's the one we're going to ZBA for as well.
okay. What do you mean? You have to go to the ZBA on that one also?
That was our understanding, because we are not allowed to have two.
Right,
two
no,
houses.
I understand that, okay, fine. Which one would you like us to comment and vote on right now?
14-inch by 14-inch illuminated sign that's on the higher soffit.
Higher side, okay, fine. Mr. Rump, you're okay with it?
Yeah, I have no issues with it at all.
Okay. Mr. Burke, comments?
agreed, yeah.
Okay, Mr.
Same,
Jankowski,
same.
Mr. Tagliavia,
No, no objections.
Ms. Keys?
No issues.
No, and I don't have any issues. All right, do I have a motion to approve? This is the 14 by 14
yeah.
sign that is running on the top.
I have no, I'll make that motion.
Okay,
I'll
fine.
second.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded to approve the sign that is on the north side of the building, that is, what is that, a fascia running across?
Correct, it's a wood
Yeah,
fascia.
a fascia that is running across. Okay, all those in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Approved. You can put those two signs up. And then, I don't think anyone has a problem with the design, but you might have to come back or submit it somehow to us.
Not a problem.
I mean, we can do that for you.
Wouldn't it be the process that once he goes to the zoning board, and if he gets approval, that he comes back to us with a formal sign application that we
he-
approve?
Right.
But at least from a design standpoint, you know that, once the ZBA is done, it's just the paperwork at that
Okay.
point.
Much
Yeah.
appreciated.
And it's gonna be a quick situation,
Great. Awesome.
so.
And I don't think you really would have to even come to the meeting.
Okay, I can
No,
just do the
'cause
Zoom.
You
You
can
could do
submit it.
Zoom and
Okay.
submit it, and
Submit it.
then do a
Yeah.
Zoom meeting with us.
Okay,
Yeah,
great. Thank you everyone for your
okay,
time.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda is Stella Flame. It's 2385 Montauk Highway.
Exactly. So my name is Stella Flame, and I'm here representing the Stella Flame Gallery. And I hope that Maria is on the screen somewhere from
Yeah,
She'll
the
probably come up.
architectural firm.
All right, okay.
I also have just two photos of adjacent signs that are next to us. So
okay, fine, we'll
those as well.
put her on.
Which side of Build Theory are you?
We are between Candy Kitchen and Bobby Vance.
Okay.
West.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
yeah. Yeah, these are signs we approved.
Yep.
Okay, do you have the, there's a side view. Can you see?
There.
I think she was just up on the screen, but she's disappeared.
Okay, what are the colors that you,
The colors are the deeper orange, the same as Ponte has.
Which
and-
is this color here?
Which is that color.
Okay.
It's listed on the Pantone, comparable Pantone color is listed.
Okay.
right?
And the style of the sign has been adjusted. It was initially identical to the Build Theory sign with the fascia above and below, and it had a similar 60-watt LED strip, which Marjorie expressed some concern about. So
Right.
we eliminated the overhang and the under portion and added 3 gooseneck lamps 4 feet apart to comply with the code
And what color?
in the aluminum gray.
Are they shown on any, in the application, do you know?
They should be. I think everything was modified, and the representative from Daniel Kissinger's office was just on the screen a minute ago. She was gonna review, she was the one that was presenting. So, but she's disappeared since I came up.
1 second.
We'll see if we can get her back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wasn't supposed to be in the first one.
Oh, I see, okay. So this shows.
Hello?
Hello.
she was there.
She was there a moment ago. Ay, ay, ay.
Patience.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Okay, hi. I'm representing Stellos for the design for the sign. So, kind of start, we're looking to do a 2-foot by 7/8 sign right in between the existing windows and the storefront. We're gonna be using aluminum gray lights with 60 watts for each light fixture. They're going to be located a minimum of 4 feet apart, as you can see on the plans. If you would like, is it all right if I screen share
Yes,
the
please.
files that
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay. So, as you can see, all the details are on the drawings. These are the lights that we're gonna be using. An 18-inch gooseneck and a 7-inch shape. And now, this is just a rendering to kind of see how it's placed on the building with the colors. So in regards to the light fixtures, we're just trying to bring as much attention to the sign without it being a distraction or causing a glare for any pedestrians or cars. That's why we're using the gooseneck design. And, sorry.
May I say
And
something?
these are just some details with the sign in regards to the sizing of the lettering and spacing. And these are the colors being used for everything.
Right.
Okay, do you have a blow-up of the sign so we can see the lettering clearer?
Yeah, I think,
Is this all right?
A little larger if you can.
Sure.
May I comment?
Yes.
Just so that you know, everything is matte. There's nothing shiny on the sign. Everything is flat. No glare, no shine.
Okay. All right, fine. Does that conclude your presentation?
I'm sorry, I can't really hear the board members too well.
Oh, does that conclude your presentation?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. I'm the lead in that area, so I'll comment and give the board my comments on it. I would normally have some difficulty with the color, except that the building next to it has the same shade of orange, so. And one comment I have, do you think that they might think it's the same building?
No, because it's from Ponte, it's diagonally across the street.
Across the street,
And
okay.
from Build Theory, it's the face of the theory. So, we tried to do something that would fit in with what already existed
Right,
and, marry with the existing building and signage.
okay, the lettering is gold,
The lettering is matte antique gold.
antique gold, okay, fine. All right, I don't see any problem with it at all. Mr. Rump, comments?
What's between Stella and Flame? What is that?
Oh,
My
yeah.
logo.
Okay.
It represents north, east, west, and south. The
Uh-huh.
perimeter is, I'm a jewelry designer,
Mm-hmm.
filigree, and the fragmented area within are the facets of a gemstone.
Right. Are we, what about logos in village business?
Yeah, it shouldn't be, because it's, I didn't pick that up.
Part of what
Yeah.
the code says is the discouraging of logos in village business. However, I did see it on your window or the door of your shop.
Jeep.
No, well, the
It's
shop.
on my
your-
Jeep, too.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Well, no, I think that's an area where we would ask that, clients do that and use the 25% allowable use of the window space for logos or other things like that. Part of what the code was written for is to kind of identify place, not really advertising per se, and they've discouraged the use of logos. I don't sometimes agree with it, but it's part of what we deal with in terms of interpreting the code. So I would recommend, in my own personal, I can't read the sign
yeah,
personally. When it goes back to a lesser, not as a blown up sign, the contrast between the orange and the gold, I can't read. So, that's something that I have an issue with, because I looked at this a couple days ago when they sent it to us. So those are the comments that I have, Mr. Chairman. So-
okay, thank you, Mr. Rump. Okay, Mr. Burke, comments?
No, I don't have any.
Okay, Mr. Jankowski?
I'll agree with Mr. Rumpf, for what we're talking about.
Yeah, the
We have to
logo.
kind of keep it consistent, that's about
Right.
it, so just that middle logo.
Right. Mr. Tagliavia?
I agree, the removal of the logo, we've had several other sign applications where we've asked them to remove the logo based on the code. And I have to agree with Mr. Rump as well,
Yeah.
once you are further away from the sign, and especially when you go to a gold in front of an orange background, it might be very, very hard to see from the street. Just a suggestion, we can approve it, but you might wanna get some samples to make sure it's legible
Okay.
from further away.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's the only
Yeah.
thing. If you want the sign, I might not be able to see well, because I'm old. But, it just doesn't read
Well-
well to me, that's all.
Okay.
Okay, I may try
Okay.
some smaller.
Ms. Keys?
I have no problem with the sign, I agree with the lead on the logo, and,
Well.
I, that's it. Thank
Okay,
you.
all right, so, one of the things I'm gonna suggest, because I had difficulty seeing it, and I thought it was just because of the digital might have degraded it, but I would watch to make sure you can see the lettering of the sign.
The lettering is actually a little bit dimensional,
Hmm.
and the sides of the lettering is a darker gray, so it's a little bit,
Thank you.
maybe maybe the font should be boldened a little bit to make it more.
Whatever, I would, it's
So
just, to
if
me,
If it's
Yeah.
just a question of making the font a little bit bolder, do I need to reapply from the
No.
beginning, or it's okay? the
No,
way it
you-
is
you
with the
can-
removal of
You can
the-
make it and come back. It depends on what we vote on.
Yes, I understand.
But you can make it and then come back and we can individually approve it at that
I'll
time.
talk to the architect and the sign company
Right.
about the,
So,
Thank
okay,
you.
do I hear a motion to approve?
I'd approve,
Motion.
a motion to approve, but with the ability for, the change in the fonts to be reviewed by the chair, and if he's happy with it, that he can do that, in the building department, not have to come back to the meeting.
Thank you.
Right, and the removal of the logo.
yes, I understand.
Yeah,
Okay, do I hear a second on that?
I'll second.
second.
Okay. Motion has made and seconded to approve the sign with the removal of the logo, and if they wish to actually thicken the lettering on that. All those in favor? Aye.
Thank you very much.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And how soon do you think you can come back? With-
Or send it to you.
Or send it to me.
Send it to you.
Send it to me
Within a
digitally.
day or.
What?
Within a
I can
day.
email it if that's easier, whatever's.
That would be probably
Yeah.
the
Yes.
preferred way to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Emailing it to the chairman.
I'll
Yes,
discuss it with the.
Yeah, and then,
Right.
and email your
Mr. Kissinger's
solution.
office.
because then I can, as long as it's like a PDF, I can approve it and then
Thank you.
Okay,
send
Thank you,
it.
everybody.
Thank
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
thank you.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is Compass Realty. Are they here?
Dennis of Rockhampton Bays for Compass
Right.
Realty. The building
Good
inspector.
morning, Mr. Mulroy.
Good morning,
Hi.
Your Honor.
Yeah,
The building inspector was insistent that I bring a sample of the letters that are going up there, so that is the sample of the S. Basically, there's a clothing store there. Oh, you can't see it.
right.
Damn it. Oh, you just barely see it. There's a clothing store there that has these, the similar letters. They're taking them down and putting these 7 letters up in a row. I have this, you can see better. Didn't come out that good, huh?
It's, you never know with these things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be white or black?
These are gonna be black. That building is currently white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
No, I mean, you've got the Compass in white on here.
That's a,
Door.
that's a door decal.
Oh,
That-
fine. Yeah, saw that. But that's what I was going.
There's no illumination right now for this sign that's proposed, just,
Right.
yeah, they're gonna put this on the wall with studs, and that's about it.
Okay, how far away from the wall? is it
It's
gonna-
gonna be
Gray area, you know
flush.
what I mean?
Oh, it's not gonna be, it's gonna be surface mounted right up to the surface of the wall. It'd be, I would say, 3/8 of an inch,
Okay,
fairly simple.
okay,
Where is this?
2424 Montauk Highway in Bridgehampton. It's on the north side
Side.
of the road, about the middle of the block.
right.
There was a cold clothing store there.
Okay.
I don't recall the
So is the
name.
deli just to the east, west of it or something
I
like
think the
that?
deli is to the west.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
okay. Ms. Keys?
I-
You're the lead on this, and would you give the board your comments?
I don't see any problem with it.
Oh, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Personally.
Okay. All right,
I think it'll look good.
okay, fine. Mr. Tagliavia, comments?
No issues.
Mr. Jankowski?
No issues.
Mr. Rump?
I have no issues, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Mr. Burke?
No.
And I don't have any issues on it. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion to approve, sign as submitted. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's it.
Thank you. Was it necessary to bring the letter?
Very,
Yeah.
very necessary, thank
Very,
you.
very.
I think
We
it
had to
was,
Yeah.
see what it was.
It's
We don't know if it's
around-
an S or a
We're
5.
touch and feely here, you know. kind of
Well,
thing.
they had to ship it in from California,
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Oh,
Now I gotta go return it right away.
All right. Thank you for doing
okay,
that, though.
yeah,
Thank
thank you.
you.
Yep.
All right. Next, next on the agenda is a site plan review, Constance Point Shellfish Hatchery at 1640 Constance Point Road, North Sea. And the applicant's available?
Mark Matthews,
Yeah,
live in North Sea, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. But basically, I've sent a site plan and I've sent a little sketch. And this is a existing shellfish hatchery that's on the museum property. We've been there 10 years. I brought a letter from the museum I thought you might be interested in hearing, because we've tried to be a good neighbor. This is written by Father Patrick Edwards, the interim director and the president of the museum. I was informed by Mark Matthews, director of Conscious Point Shellfish Hatchery, that you would like a letter from the Southampton History Museum supporting the hatchery's CPF proposal. I'm pleased to do so. We're before the planning board, and that's why we're here.
Right.
The current hatchery and its proposed extension are on museum property. The hatchery has had a lease to operate on the property for the past 10 years, and we are currently working on extending the lease for another 5 years because we are delighted by our past relationship and have high hopes for the future. The hatchery and the museum share the mission of promoting historic significance of Conscious Point, as well as an interest in providing educational programs that reveal the relationship between cultural and natural history. Please accept this letter as evidence of the valued relationship we have with the hatchery.
Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, we're looking at the presentation now.
So you can, that, we've leased the southern end of that sandy spit, which is owned by the southeast corner of the sandy spit, that's owned by the museum.
Yeah.
Just for your reference, the museum owns from the parking lot where the marina is, all the way up to the end of the point.
Okay.
The trustees have had a lease on the southern portion of that, not going out to the point. They don't presently, but it's in the process of being renewed. We have a lease directly for a specific portion of the property with the History Museum. And that, the area of that lease allows us to do what we're doing here. And I might add, adding a low nitrogen septic system and a water service, which we don't have at the moment. And we find we just need a little more room.
Right.
Where's that, may I ask a question, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, yes.
Can we go back to the site plan? Just looking at the, I mean,
We're gonna have to blow it up.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
just trying to see where that, I saw it before I came.
All right, yeah, that's, let's lift it up a little more.
And where is the septic system gonna be located more?
You can see it, you see the black curb, where it says proposed curb near the
Yes.
6309?
Yes.
There's
Uh-huh.
geomats will be installed within that curb area, up against the fence. It's the
see.
highest point of the property.
Okay,
And we've reviewed this with Marty and everybody
Everybody
else
else.
that has
Mm.
a say on this.
right.
But that's the only place
Well,
on the
that's the
property.
only place you can do it.
Yep, and we've also maneuvered it and made it as small as possible, so we don't keep the guys who wanna launch their boats from parking their trailers there.
Right,
Now that we show, I think the geomats are 4 feet wide and there's 2 5-foot spaces there, so that's 14 feet. But bear in mind, the brush that's there is occupying about 6 feet already, so we're only taking about this much out of the parking
out
lot.
of the
with
parking
curb.
area, yeah.
Furthermore, the curb is there, so the cars can actually park over the curb, and we don't lose any space there. So
Right.
we've tried to be
Minimize
good
the
neighbors
impact.
here, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Great.
okay. And you have an elevation?
There, what we have submitted, you know, there's a sketch and then there's a rendering too, which you can, probably the next drawing.
There's something I wasn't able to open, it said it was,
There
Probably
was
it.
one,
yeah, it says there's
Yeah,
an
I
error
couldn't open
opening
it
this
either.
document.
I have a bunch of copies right here.
okay.
Yeah, because I had difficulty with it. Okay. There we go.
Thank you, Mark.
It's the third sheet. Off to the left is the existing hatchery building. And then connected to the fence on the right is the existing storage shed. So we're proposing to add to the left of the existing storage shed and also fill in with this little entry porch.
Yeah,
Right,
It's a very minor structure.
yeah. Okay, Mr. Burke is the lead for this,
Yeah.
and would you give us your comments?
Yeah, I have no issues and would recommend approval as submitted.
Okay, Mr. Rump,
I have no issues at all.
okay, Mr. Tagliavia,
No issues, you're matching all the existing materials? that are
Yes,
there?
to be continue, exactly.
No issues.
Mr.
No issues.
Taglieri and Jankowski. And I don't have any issues with it. I think it's good. What will happen is a transmittal letter will be forwarded to the planning board with our comments on
Right.
it. And that's it.
Okay, no, I think that's the last hurdle with them, so we'll
Yeah.
be building soon.
Thanks,
So
Mark.
that's it.
And you're gonna vote, right?
What? No, we don't have to
Don't
vote.
need to vote.
It's a
Yeah,
transmittal
it's
letter.
just
Oh, okay.
an approval,
Okay,
Yeah.
just a referral, so
All right.
we don't.
thank you all.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep,
Good to see you, Mark.
good to see you, Mark.
Okay, next we have, it's another site plan review, 917 West Main LLC. This is in Remsenburg, Spion. Is the applicant?
Coming in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Andrew Graham. I'm the agent for this application. This is a, proposed 60 by 100 steel clad building on the corner of Windermere Court, North Phillips, over in Spion, in that industrial park off Windermere Court.
Did you have any,
Sorry?
did you want to share your screen? Do you have your, everything you submitted? It might be easier if you go through it.
Sure.
And if I try to put it up while you're talking.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just I'll share the elevations first, I think. So yeah, here's the elevation. I'm trying to find the street elevation. This one's the street elevation right here. It's a simple steel clad building. I'll zoom in on the colors where you should have the samples there. You have the chocolate brown panels down for the first 3 or 4 feet of the wall. And then you have buckskin tan, or basically just brown tan wall, and then a blue roof. It's called Arbor Blue in this case. A fairly simple building. If you go up, this is the rear of the building. This is facing the woods. Not much visibility here. They don't have that much. Just the corner trim of that of the chocolate brown of it. And this is the rear of the, I guess the other rear. It faces the adjoining lot and woods and the adjoining building on the next property over. And then this is the east side of the building that actually faces out to the parking lot, where they have that brown, chocolate brown first 3 feet of the building, and just their garage doors. It's fairly simple. There's really not much to it, so if you guys have any questions.
Well, Okay, Mr. Jankowski is the lead on this, and would you give the board your comments, please?
It's an industrial park that's in there. This is probably the last lot that's left in it.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
it fits the others that are in there.
Okay,
So I don't have any issues with it at all.
okay, fine. Mr. Tagliavia?
No issues.
Mr. Rump?
I have no issues either.
Mr. Burke?
No, I agree with Ted.
And I'm going with the lead. I don't have any issues on it either. Okay, a transmittal letter will be,
No,
Julie,
oh, Julie, sorry. I forgot you were on.
I have no issues either.
Oh, okay, thank you. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Okay, a transmittal letter will be forwarded to the planning board with our comments.
Thank you very much.
Next, thank you. Okay, next we have a substantial residential. It's an administrative review.
No, it's not substantial residential.
What?
It's not substantial residential. Site plan review?
Site plan review.
It's an admin for site plan.
It is. Oh, okay. Okay, this is Haley Erskine, 692 Montauk Highway. Is the applicant here?
Lisa Zaloga from Southampton. I'm the architect. This is an application for awnings
Right.
at 692 Montauk Highway in Watermill. And there's the building. So, we're replacing the lower front awning, with a blue awning that you have somewhere. As well as putting awnings over the two windows, and then awnings along the side elevation. Well, that's the front awning, and you can see it'll just say Cantor Fitzgerald on the 8-inch high, valance that runs along the bottom. If you look sideways. And, that's the rear of the building where we're adding some awning. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's the side of the building. It was too long and she wasn't able to get the whole building on one picture. So she took it in pieces. But it's really two sides, the two visible sides on the building. It's the building kind of next to Penny Candy there.
Yeah. Okay, does that conclude your presentation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Fine. All right, Ms. Keys is the lead board member on this. Would you give the board your comments and or approval?
I see no issues with these awnings, I think they look lovely.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. Mr. Jankowski?
No issues.
Okay, Mr. Tagliavia?
I agree, no issues.
Mr. Rum?
I have no issues with it at all.
Okay, Mr. Burke?
No issues.
And I don't have any issues with it either.
I just have one question.
Yes.
Should the number of this building be somewhere
Like on the
visible?
awning?
Or is it gonna be on the building, Lisa?
Yeah, or is it on the door?
Just from an emergency,
Yeah,
services thing?
I can make sure that it's on the building. I don't know that it might be on the door. I think right currently, it's very, very faded on the awning itself.
Okay.
But I mean, I
Oh,
can,
right.
You can see it there a little
yeah,
bit
yeah,
in
it's
the middle there.
it's
Yeah.
very faded.
Right.
I can make sure that it's on the building somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
just if you would, I think
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
important.
And,
Okay, this is administrative review, so we vote on it.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
do I hear a motion to approve as submitted?
Motion to approve?
I'll second.
And motion has been approved and as submitted with the addition to make sure that the number of the building is either on the building or on the awning. We'll leave you that latitude on there.
Thank you.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you. It's approved.
Thank you.
Right, thank
Thanks
you.
for coming, Lisa. Good to see you.
Okay, is there any further business to come before the board?
None.
If none, do I hear a motion to
Motion
adjourn?
to adjourn.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's it. Thank you, everyone.